So we've been vacationing. That's good. Hadn't been out to the farm in a couple of weeks, and it looks like it's rained, so the pasture has greened back up. And then my last project was working on these hay bales, and it looks like they've cleaned out pretty good. Most of the stuff has died off. Up at the front where I cleaned off the front part, they're starting to grow back a little bit, so I'll clean that out. It's too daggum hot for that today though. It's 90 degrees in Tennessee, it's August, and it's hot. And I'm tired of working out in the sun. Plus I just got back from vacation and I'm really lazy right now. I'm gonna find a more shady spot to do some work today. Since I cleaned out this bush that was covering this old rotten log, something's been in here eating bugs. So all that used to be attached up there, and same there. So something has been digging in there to eat. What could that be? The other thing I'm pondering is I've got several of these sweet gums that have popped up here along they're kind of outside the regular forest line, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep those or not. I don't think I do. They're pretty trees, so I got to do more research on sweet gums. I don't know, what do you think? Keep them? Cut them. So there you can see the top of the tractor. It's got the roll bar. Emily does the mowing, and look, she's got to get out here and get the mowing. But when Emily does the mowing, you can see the roll bar on the tractor, this limb on the edge of the wood sticks out. So what I'm going to do today is take my little pruner chainsaw, and I'm just going to run along the edge of these woods and get under those big oak trees up there and clean out the limbs that slow her down when she's mowing. Most of this little stuff doesn't matter. It's just a big limb like that. I mean, that basically hits her in the face when she goes by, and then she's got to deal with pushing it up over the bar and all that. So I'll cut all those out. That way she can move quicker when she's out here taking care of that. I don't mow. I've done enough mowing in my life. That's why you have kids. Preston, Max, they did a lot of mowing. The girls, not so much. But Emily, she's a mower. She likes to mow, and I like that she likes to mow. It's very soothing work. You just drive, you see the completion as you're done. Just not for me. That guy didn't make it. He gone. Pretty easy. Do a little undercut, do a little top cut. You don't get your chain in a bind. And then I'll come back later and I'll run them through the chipper. So some of these, cutting them out is a no-brainer. This is a little weirder. I'm probably gonna leave these until I figure out what I wanna do. There's a couple of different kind of oak trees, and they're pretty big, and they've already shot through the canopy. And I'm probably not gonna take these out. There's some cedars behind them that I will definitely take out. And I might take some of these branches off, but I want to figure out which tree I want to keep. You know, this is where my entrance to the woods is. I'm eventually going to cut a little road through here that takes me down that hill, kind of where there's a tree with a marker on it. I'm probably going to go down the hill right there through the woods to get to my other field. And I'll keep some of these. If it's a big oak tree that's already popped through, it's highly likely I'll keep it. There's a couple in here that look nice. There's a couple that may not, but these cedars have definitely got to come out. And then I don't know if the oaks will, if I take the cedars out, will the oaks regrow branches on that side? Because they're all kind of branchy on the sun side. So I got more research to do. I'm not going to touch these lower branches until I figure out which tree I'm going to keep and what's going to happen in this little area. That's what's kind of fun about this project is it's not all just sweating. You got to use your brain. I've got to read about perennial trees because there's certain trees on our property that I want to keep. And then there's a bunch of trees on this property that I want to plant. And there's certain trees on the property that I could give a rip about, and I'll cut those out to make room for the ones that I want to keep. I want everything on the place to be producing something. I want it to be a perennial of some sort, and I've got to do research on kind of what Tennessee native perennial trees are. I know what most of them are, but I want to make sure I understand it all. I don't know shrubs as well as I do trees, and I want to make sure I understand shrubs as well because, you know, a lot of places where I don't want trees, I'm going to put shrubs in and try to put in things that are perennial there as well. So this is a big dead tree that's going to come out. I'm going to wait till the winter to pull that out. I'm also scared of one of these branches falling on me and killing me. But I am going to cut out some of the low branches that Emily has to deal with when she's mowing. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I got to clear out around it and get it ready to chop it out. I may pay somebody to do that. I have not decided yet. I may try my hand at chainsawing. All right, even in the shade it's hot, but I got all these branches cut out, these low branches cut out of these trees. It'll make mowing a lot quicker. All right, I got from all the way back there, all the way around the wood line, all the way up the fence row, and all the way up to the road cut out. I got under the trees here cut out, and then I got ground up. I started at the road, I went all the way, and I got back to that corner of the wood line. So I got the back little part of the wood line left. It's 4 o'clock and it was hot as snot. I was out there in the baking sun and it was not fun. So I'll just finish it the next time I'm here. The back field is full of turkeys. There's all kind of little babies. Milling around, looking for bugs. So I did not finish chipping up all the branches last week, so I'm back out today. It's a little cooler, but I cleaned out that fence row, cleaned out this row here, up to the front there, chipped it up, and I'm left with that, which I'm gonna put in this little gully right here. And then I'm gonna do under the trees up at the front, and then I'm done with this project. It's not as hot this week as it was last week. Last week was brutal. Now I'm gonna clean up all these. I cut them down last time. They've been draining for a week, draining the goo. We'll grind those up. I'm gonna move them into this gully, fill in this gully a little bit, slow the water down, mulch it. So we've used this a lot, and I thought we would use this a lot. Many hours mowing. I thought we would use this a lot. It just hasn't made it up the project list yet, so I've not used it at all yet. But the thing that I thought was kind of a luxury item, and I probably wouldn't use that much, I've used it a ton. I've had that thing on the tractor probably 3/4 of the time using it. Best money we spent, and it works pretty well. All the tree limbs cleaned up. Emily can mow quick now, and I'll tell you what, it's 85 today, and that is a world of difference from what it has been being. It's been being close to 100, and huge difference. I'm glad it's cooling off. And I just realized I left my wheelbarrow out there, and I'm already out of my tick clothes. I'm gonna have to come up with an ingenious way to get that wheelbarrow without walking around out in the tall grass.